Welcome back to Two Bitches Reading. We're your hosts. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Brie.
And today we've got a new mini little series that we're going to be doing for you.
Which, we should have been doing. That's
fine. We've been doing it on our TikTok. So if you don't follow us on TikTok at the.tbr.podcast,
thank you.
Go over there and follow us. But we are doing a monthly wrap-up video for you guys to discuss what we've read for the month, what we liked, what we didn't like, and everything in between.
Alrighty. Let's get into it.
Step on him. And he wants to be stepped on by her.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do a quick rundown before we really dive in.
Yeah. So,
what do we read?
This month, Brie and I have been heavy in our childcore.
Yeah.
And we have a childhood favorites or talking about childhood books coming out soon. So hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss that video. Mm-hmm. But we talk about it a little bit in there how with this
we need it bad.
The world.
We need it bad.
We need that
We're
nostalgia.
Reverting.
We're reverting.
So we need that comfort.
Yeah. So we read some childhood core books.
Yeah.
And they were good.
They were lovely.
I want to hear what childhood books you read.
Okay, so childhood books. I've been getting into Series of Unfortunate Events. So this month I've finished number 5, The Austere Academy, and number 6, The Ersatz Elevator. This one, I think, is my favorite so far.
6th one?
Yeah, the 6th one. Because there's literally one part where I was like, I got actually gassed. It got me. So, that was good. But I will tell you, it's not this month, but last month, the last one I read was the 4th? I think that one's the Miserable Mill. That one sucks.
Ooh.
That one, I mean, it's still I think I give it a 3 because you still have the Lemony Snicket and his little things, and it's funny, and the words, but what they were doing, the writer was like, I don't know what they should do. Let's just do
a filler book.
Literally, it was a filler book. I was sick of it. Ew. But anyways, this month, we got these two. They were so cute, so fun. And then, yes, it's a children's book, middle grade.
But it's more than that.
It is literally one of my top 5 all-time favorite series.
It is?
Yes.
It's gonna make me so happy.
First one, and before I even say it, first one, 4.75 stars. Second one, 4.75 stars. This is The Subtle Knife. So this is his Dark Materials. The Golden Compass is the first book by Philip Pullman. When I tell you the nostalgia that I got reading these books, and I'm reading the 3rd one right now. By the time this comes out, that'll probably be done. And that one's 5 stars. I already know. That one's 5 stars. And I'm not even done with it. But reading these books. So I grew up being a Narnia gal. And not really for the whole, religious part. But that was cool to me, But when I found out, I was like, oh, okay, cool, But no, Narnia was just, my thing.
Yeah.
This gave me the vibe of reading Narnia when I was, first reading. And, the coziness, the nostalgia, Philip, look at this. I can't even touch the book. I love it so much. I mean, I've literally had to... Is it this? Oh, this is your book. I forgot. The other ones I'm, underlining... Or no, highlighting. And the way he, The way he writes is so subtle. But so good. I'm like, bro. I know it's a children's book, but you're
it's more.
Kidding me. Literally, I think I cried in the first one.
Yeah.
I almost cried or did cry in the second one.
Yeah.
I'm watching the show and I'm sobbing now.
Yeah.
And I'm into the next one. I'm just like, bro, I love every POV. I love every plot.
Guys, this makes me so happy because if you obviously can't tell from my reaction and everything, if you haven't watched any of our videos, this is one of my top series. And it makes me so happy.
No, I'm down bad for this.
Wait, do you like Lin-Manuel Miranda now?
I love that guy. Love that man.
Because I will say when I first watched it, I was like, Miranda taking me out. His accent, not good. But then the second time you watch it, you're like, you're going to break my heart, Lynn.
Yeah.
You're breaking my heart, Lynn.
Yep.
And it just gets you.
Yep.
So don't let that phase you from watching it if you haven't seen his Dark Materials TV show. 3 seasons. Amazing and incredible. Beautiful.
I almost want to say watch the show first before you read it. I think I usually said anyways, but like for this one specifically, because it's so like obvious what like the prophecy and what everything's about. So I feel like you get that mystery and like, bro, what's the bigger picture? What is the prophecy, the plot? What is dust? And what is, like I feel like you had that.
I don't know. I think reading the books first.
No.
To me. But that's, I'm okay to disagree on that because
no, I'm not okay to disagree. I need you to agree.
I can't, because I read them first.
And I think watching the show made me like it more.
And I love the show. They did an incredible job. But I feel like at least the third season, before you watch, I feel like you need to read all 3 books. Because, like, the things that happen in the third one are just, like, spoilers to the book. Because, like, the book, it hit me harder in the book.
I see for the third book.
Yeah.
All right. Watch the first 2 seasons.
Okay.
Then go and read the book.
All 3.
All 3.
I'll take it.
Yeah. But anyways, this is fucking top tier. Oh, and last thing, I've been reading Harry Potter. So I'm on Harry Potter.
By Gilderoy Lockhart. By Star Kid.
Yes. And I read like this pretty version. I'm reading the Mina Lima. So that was fun. I gave it 3.5.
Cute.
That was fun.
For my kids' books, I've been rereading.
Love.
So I reread the Land of Elyon books. The Dark Divide is the first one.
Oh, they have like the same kind of as the
like the rough edges.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
So there's 5 of these books. I read all 5 this month. And it's the first time I've reread them in like over 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
So like a really long time. And I just remember really loving them as a kid. But reading them back, I mentioned this in our childhood video that's coming out soon, but I didn't realize that there were underlying religious tones to them, especially in the third book.
Yeah.
But pushing that aside, they're still cute. The first one holds up the best for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the nostalgia for me on this one, especially because I remember it the best.
I know you've gotten me like the first of some of the, I don't have the Anybody's, and there's another.
Fablehaven.
Fablehaven, but like there's another, I don't know if it's this book, but I want to read that soon.
I think it's worth a read because it's really cute. It's super fast paced and everything, and the story's really interesting and stuff, but...
So if you are religious, check out Narnia, check out...
Land of Elyon. But even if you're not religious, obviously you can enjoy it. But I will say, they try to trick you on the order, because there's...
I know, because I see 4 right here.
Yeah, so there's the trilogy, okay?
Okay.
And then, this is like technically book 4, but the Stargazer, that's book 5 for real. Because there's Into the Mist, which is a prequel, but it's a prequel plus a continuation right after book 3. So I think you need to know it. Like, it's like backstory to get you ready for Stargazer.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah, because like this one's not even labeled as like book 5, book anything.
Oh.
So if you're gonna read the series, it goes The Dark Hills Divide.
Okay.
The Beyond the Valley of Thorns. The 10th City.
Okay.
And then the prequel Into the Mist. And then Stargazer.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna borrow those and read them.
Okay, cool. And then the other kids' book that I have been reading is The 39 Clues. So Brady and I are reading these together because I read these way back in the day.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah.
And I really wanted Brady to read them just because I think he'd find them fun.
Yeah.
And so we're reading them together. So this was book 1. We both agreed. It was 4 stars.
Ooh, so solid. Okay.
And we've already started book 2. We're about halfway through. But yeah.
I'm trying to see how many pages they are. Oh, 218. Oh no, February 20.
They're not that long.
Super short.
Yeah.
220.
And it's like big.
Yeah.
Like writing.
Big font. Yeah. Oh, cute. So I actually am going to be starting those after I finish a series.
Yes.
With 14 events. So.
Yes. Okay. Those were my kids' books.
Yeah. Love that.
And also, I don't really take these into account when we do like we have a superlative, our monthly superlatives. That's what we do on TikTok. Mm-hmm. And, like, the kids' books, I don't typically put into that unless I have nothing else for the category.
Yeah.
So that's why I think, at least for me, I'm like, okay, get the kids' books out of the way, and then we'll really deep dive into, like, the thick of it.
Right.
But that was the majority of what we both read this month. So keep that in mind.
Okay. And then for adult, since we're grown. Before y'all say, like, whoa, you're a reader.
But you are.
I finished these 2 this month. These are audio. I did do audiobooks for these 2. So this is book 3, A Feast of Crows, for Game of Thrones. And then book 4, A Storm of Swords. Which one?
What'd you rate them?
I know. I'm going to have to look. I think...
You were...
Oh, perfect.
I got
okay. So I got Storm of Swords, which... Oh, wait. This is the 3rd, and that's the 4th.
Look, they know.
A Storm of Swords is the 3rd. I gave it 4 stars. And then A Feast of Crows, I gave 3. Literally, this whole series has been like 4-star, meh. 4-star, meh.
No, because you're on book 5.
What am I on?
There's only 5 out, right? Because you said that was book 3, book 4.
5, 4.
So book
3,
5.
2. Oh, I feel like they've been going up and down with me. Up and down.
But you're on the last one.
But I'm on the last one.
And so far,
it's solid. But I think I'm out of my, like, Game of Thrones era. And so now I'm just like, I'm, like, not feeling it. So I don't want that to, like, affect my rating. Just because, like, I'm on the vibe now.
Yeah.
But also, like, do I take that into account? I don't know. It'll probably end up being, like, 3.5.
Okay. So, like, kind of the in-between.
Yeah. But he was good. Just not great.
On that same note, similarly, I can't say that. Similar. I can't even say it now. Don't say anything. Similarly, I've been reading the Witcher series, and I've since reading like the first. Oh wait, this is not the right one. Wait,
that's embarrassing.
No, it is. Wait. I thought I read a different one. Wait, hold up. What? No, I'm confused. No, I guess...
You just have the order wrong up there?
Oh, okay, no. It threw me off because it says it's book 3. And I'm like, I've read more than 3 of the Witcher books. But it's because they don't count the first 2 books. Which are like the short stories.
Yeah. Oh, they don't?
No. So technically book 1 is... What is it? The Blood of Elves? And then... The Time of Contempt, and now this is book 3.
On Libby, they show The Last Wish as book 1.
Yeah, and that's how I read them.
Which, like, I feel like you should read them that way.
I agree. But anyway, so Baptism of Fire.
So book 5,
book 5
yeah.
of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And, like, look, Witcher world, I love. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
The high fantasy, like, everything about it I really like. Characters individually, I really enjoy, like, reading about them. And, like, politics are interesting. And, like, the plot is interesting. But it's just so slow. And they just be chit-chatting, which is interesting. But I'm just like, let's go find your girl.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Like, get to the plot for real.
For real, like, there's so many side shoots that, like, we're not getting to the main.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm enjoying the side shoots, but I'm like, the plot's, like, gone now.
Yeah.
Like, the main. So, it's, like, a weird balance of, like, I'm liking it, but also I'm not liking it.
So, it's more like if you just want to go for the vibes, because it stays, like, here's the vibes of our life and whatever.
Then, like, absolutely.
But if you want, like, plot-driven...
Then, like, no.
Yeah.
But I rated this one 3 stars. And I think it is because it's, like, it's good, but it's bad. You know what I mean?
I don't know, did you do the audio on that one?
I did. Audio, I was
like,
sure is the way to go.
Is that what, like, if you had physically read it, would it have still been 3? Because I think the audiobook's just so good. Did that help?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah. I mean, of course, if you didn't physically read, like, you know, then you don't know how you're going to react. I don't know. That.
Yeah. I mean, because the other gripe I have with these is the chapters are so long.
Oh my.
So long. Yeah. So, like, when you're listening to it, a chapter is, like, over 60 minutes, so an hour long. And so, like, reading that, it would piss me off.
Yeah.
Because I like my short and sweet. Yes. I have a short attention span.
Yeah.
So it would probably be less if I read it.
Damn.
But probably just because of that. Because the pacing, I feel like, would feel even slower.
Oh my god, yeah.
So listen to Witcher.
For sure. It's a really good audiobook. It is. Listened to the first two and I, went to Game of Thrones, but it was really, really good.
Yeah. Speaking of really good fucking audiobook, let me tell you, I don't think I would have rated it as high if I didn't do the audiobook. Yeah. Daisy Jones and the Six, which I know is a popular book talk book.
Yeah.
This is my first time reading it. I listened to it. It was a whole production. They had a whole cast, different actors for the different people. Mm-hmm. And, like, it already is an interview-style documentary. Mm-hmm. So, like, it was perfect.
Oh, they even have, like, Billy, da-da-da.
Yes.
Daisy, da-da-da.
Yeah. So it was, like, a perfect one to be made into an audiobook.
Yeah.
So, highly recommend. I gave it a 4.5.
Yes, dude. I was like,
yeah.
Daisy got her good.
Yeah, because I've been putting this off because I read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. It was cute. It was good. I think
Is it the same writer?
Yeah, it's the same writer.
Oh, okay.
I think I gave it like a 3. It was like solid. But like it's not the typical books I read.
Right.
We're our high fantasy
girly this was
literally sci-fi. It's just like fiction.
What's that band?
It's like the 70s. It's
I know. No, what's that like? Fleetwood Mac.
Oh yeah.
Obviously not that, but like Fleetwood Mac in a book.
Yeah.
So it's like love them. But, like, do I want to read a book about them? Like, 70s? Yeah.
Right. And I will say the first half is a little slow because it's just, like, giving you the backstory of this band and how they came to be together. And then once they're together and, like, the drama really starts, it's, like, good.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, are you going to watch the show?
I started watching the show.
Oh, what do you think?
It's good. They changed a lot. But, like, not super important details. Okay. But, like... Especially the beginning so far, because I've only watched, like, maybe the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
But still really good.
Cool.
Highly recommend the audio book.
Cool.
Daisy Jones and the Six.
Cool. I love that. Another good audiobook with quick chapters. I mean, mind you, the book, I think, is, like, 100 pages. Like, something super short. But, like, the chapters are, like, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute. Is My Sister the Serial Killer.
Oh, they are that short?
They're that short. But, like, so you just want to keep reading it. It's, like, super short. They're so good.
Should I read that?
Yeah. I really like it. It's, like, it's not, it's, like, it was good. Because I think I gave it 3.5?
4. You have 4.
Oh, 4. Okay. So about 3.75? That's what I gave it.
Okay.
So I really liked it because you got the culture of like Nigeria, but then also that like complex kind of toxic dynamic between the sisters. You get backstory with the family and like abusive dad, and then of course she's a serial killer. The sister is, so like balancing that, having to hide the bodies with her, like so it's so interesting. But it felt like a normal. Because, okay, we usually read, like, fantasy, sci-fi, so it's, like, usually kind of faster pace and action, and then when you go to thrillers, you're usually a lot more calm until, like, shit at the end. So it's similar to, like, that calm.
Okay.
But also, like, I don't know.
Was it funny? Because it feels like it'd be a little bit of a comedy. Because, like, it's literally called My Sister the Serial Killer. And to me, that's, like, funny vibes. Like, mystery funny.
It feels more of a psychological thriller, but it's not like what the fuck, but it's so it's just remember that tone. It's like
don't go in thinking it's a comedy.
No, because not that it's dark, but it's like you're like I don't know how to explain it, bro, but just know the tone is like it's like this, and then you're like wait, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm here with you. I'm absolutely here with you.
So that one was really fun. I like that one. That was good.
Okay. One that we both listened to. I literally just finished it before we hopped on here. We started the Murderbot series.
Yeah.
So you read a couple more. I think you read 3, right?
Yeah, I've read the first 3.
And I just finished the first one.
Yeah.
All Systems Red.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah. I love it.
I was not expecting it to be, so we listened to it. 3 hours.
I know.
I thought it was like books.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people recommend this series.
Right.
And they're all like novella. Type books.
Because I think it's literally like, or it's called like the Murderbot Diaries.
Right.
So it's like a little, so they're going to be short. I didn't even realize either. I was like, 3? But I know like The next one, well, I'm on 3, so I know like 4 or 5. They start getting a little bit bigger, and I think like 5 or 6 is like an actual full-size book, so it's like 10 hours or whatever. But like, I'm really enjoying it. He's so funny.
I know. You gave the first one 3 stars.
Yeah.
I gave it 4 stars.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised.
Because like, it was good. Like, I feel like that was good. Yeah. You know? But like, not a lot happened, really. Like, kind of, yes.
Right.
But like... And then he was funny. Yeah. And I think it was just adjusting to everything. No, I did like it. And then the next one was like 3.5. And the next one I gave 4, I think. Yeah. The third one's really funny to me.
Okay, I'm excited to keep listening.
Like, I was all giggling.
Yeah.
Because he's like funny.
I was surprised that I was like laughing out loud.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for me to like cry during books or laugh during books and stuff because I keep it very internal. I'm like, oh, that's really goofy. But like, I'm not laughing out loud.
Me.
But like, no, that was me.
Yeah.
I was like surprised. I'm like,
yeah. And I feel like, especially in this third one, he's way more like, well, fuck me. You know, like just like so funny. I love that one.
So yeah, I'm so excited to keep reading those.
And it's like there's like an underlining plot throughout the whole thing, like low key. So it's like you're getting the main, like, whatever he's going through right now, but then there's, like, that subtle one. I'm like,
Didn't they make it into a TV show?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
I heard people didn't like it, who, read the series.
I am a little nervous. Like, I'm like, how would it translate?
I know.
So I've been kind of like, I don't even know if I want to watch the show.
I think it's Alexander Skarsgård, or however you say it.
Oh, yeah, it's Skarsgård.
To, like, who plays the main guy.
The murder bot.
But I'm like, he gives, like, he could be AI type shit. But, yeah, I heard people's, like, the tone of it or something.
I feel like it would be hard to make good.
Yeah. Because I feel like I would want to hear, like, voiceover of, like, his shit.
Constantly.
Like, what the fuck, dude? But he's still, like, you know, like, I feel like that would be funnier than him act. Like, I don't know. How to...
Yeah. If you've seen it, let us know.
Yeah, because I know people
how it
weren't
translates.
vibing.
Yeah. But it was so funny, though, because we hadn't talked about listening to it. We never brought it up. And the reason I got into it, like, I put my hold on it, was because I had just read Annihilation.
Yeah.
And so I was, like, feeling that sci-fi vibe.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that one was kind of short. Let me, like, kind of look. And then I saw Murderbot, and I was like, shit, perfect. Let me put my hold.
I go to add on my calendar, or our little Canva list. What is it?
Our monthly... Reading
log thing, whatever.
We post on Instagram, which you should also follow us at the.tbr.podcast.
Thank you. So yeah, I went to go post on there, add the picture, 4 stars. And then how did I see you?
It's because, okay.
No, when I was reading it, I was just about to finish, and I saw one person waiting. I was like, oh, well, here you go, because I'm about to be done. And I think that was you.
Probably. But if you haven't seen our halfway through the year recap video, that's already up, go check that out. We talk about how we track our books.
Yeah.
And one of the ways we track it, or I track it, is we print out the covers of the book and then like paste them and write our rating and stuff. And so I send them to her because she has a color printer and I don't. So I sent her.
Yes.
And I had put the Murderbot series on there. And then she saw.
That's it. So I added the picture. And I was like, okay, 3 stars. Cool. And then you were like, hey, print these out for me. All right, bet. Print. I was like, let me see what she's about to read.
Yeah.
What?
And Murderbot was on there. And then when I was like finishing a book that I think it was Annihilation, literally.
Yeah.
I saw that you had Murderbot read.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
So
it was just so weird. Like that one was just a random one that I found. Because I was like, I need a break from Game of Thrones. I just need what's like a fun one I just go to.
So cute.
And I was like, oh, 3 hours? Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. And so we were like, okay, well.
Twin flames.
Literally.
Bad.
So that's like hilarious that we both just picked that one out.
Yeah. But like check it out because it's really fun.
It's really cute.
It's funny,
and fast.
calm, fast pace. Yeah, so I really like it.
So another one that I listened to that was like it was a chunky one is He Who Drowned the World. It was like 20 hours.
Oh, it's chunky.
It's chunky. So it's book 2 of the duology, She Who Became the Sun.
Oh.
First book I gave 3.5. It was really good. It just like it. So it was what
rating.
It was what I thought Poppy War was going to be more like.
Right.
And so I enjoyed this one better.
I know.
I don't know. Not better, because I think I gave the first one a Poppy War 4 stars.
But they're so different.
They are.
And, like, the writing...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more dark.
Yeah, darker in Poppy War.
Yeah.
But this one, I liked the first book better. So, book 2, I gave just 3 stars.
Yeah.
Because, like, it was still really good. It was just, like, too long, in my opinion. And there are some, like, look up the trigger warnings before you read this book. Because, like, they use sex a lot as, like, a weapon or as a means of, like, they're using sex, like, in a powerful way for themselves, but, like, it doesn't read as, like, oh, you're empowering yourself by having sex. It's like, I'm using sex as a tool to get to you, but you don't know it. So it's like, it gives the ick for the other person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it happens, like, with multiple characters in different scenarios. So it was, like, a little off to me that way. And, like, some of the relationships were a little, like,
questionable.
And I think that's the point, though, is that you're not supposed to really like any of the characters. You're supposed to feel like you feel in Poppy War, where you're like, I don't want to root for you, but, like, I kind of am. But, like, I don't agree with you. And it's, like, war. Yeah. So it's, like, there is no right or wrong. Yeah. So, like, that's just kind of the tone throughout. Ooh. So just
was there any, like, grape?
Not outright.
And it's like not, the way you're saying it, I know.
It's like, there's one where it's like the guy is obviously manipulating this other guy. And, like, almost, it's like writing that line. It's like, it's writing the line of essay to me. Ugh, so, because, like, the other guy just thinks that, like, you like me.
And he's like...
But also, he's like...
I'm just doing this to control you, or to...
Yes, yeah. And, like, even, like, the very first time, he's like, I'm not gay. Like, I don't... Like, what? And then you're just like, you like it. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah.
So it's blurry. Like... blurry lines, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
But, like... a whole variety of different types of sexualities represented, which is interesting, always interesting to read.
So, I know the plot was, like, it gives, like, a Mulan, like, she took, you know, her brother's place to go into war. Is it, like, kind of ish or something like that? But, like, make a name. I don't know. But, like...
Yeah, make, like, a name.
Yeah. What's the plot?
Like, that's the plot. So the girl, I mean, like, a little bit of spoilers, but, like, it happens at the very beginning, but, like, her brother and father are killed.
Oh, no, that's part of the synopsis.
Oh, it is? Yeah. Okay. And she decides that, because women are seen as, like, the lowest of the lows, that she's going to take over her brother's identity. Yeah. Because they went to, like,
was like a prophecy?
Like, yeah, like a prophecy type thing. And he was like, for the brother, your name is going to be destined for greatness. Right. Like, you're going to be, you know. And then when she asked, he was like, nothing. Yeah. Like, literally nothing. And so she was like, you know what? I'm going to take on that greatness. And I want that greatness that was supposed to be for my brother. So I'm going to take his name.
Oh, that makes sense.
And she pretends to be a boy. She becomes a monk. And then there's a war happening. And then, like, shit goes down where she ends up getting into the war. And she wants to be the king, but she still, so she's like, because I was worried. I was like, so how should I be, like, what should I be calling her? But she thinks of herself as a she. Okay. Throughout both books. But she represents herself as a man. Yeah. And she's like, I'm not feminine, but I'm not against my femininity. And I'm not masculine, but I'm not trying to be masculine.
Yeah, because, like, I'm me. Yeah. I know my identity. But obviously from the outside world, I'm pretending to be a man.
And she has to, like, put that on to be accepted. Yeah. But she's also not scared to, like, pretend to go back to being a woman. Yeah. You know, for, like, secret things, like, you know. Okay. But it's very interesting. I think it's really cool to listen to. I listened. But, yeah.
So is the next book more, like... what? Like,
it's just more war. It's just like...
Is there fantasy element?
So it's like there's ghosts and stuff, but like it's only certain like people who have this mandate of heaven is what they call it, and that's like to prove that you can be royalty, and like they can see ghosts, but like it's a very low fantasy in that sense.
Yeah,
like very low, like not really magic at all.
So would you really market it as like a fantasy book? No. Like, you have to because there is fantasy, but like...
Yeah. Because it's about like... It's about the culture of... Is it Chinese? I think it's Chinese. Because then it like... It's how they get into the Ming Dynasty.
Okay.
So it's like right before... It's like... like the war that leads to it transitioning
that makes a lot more sense. I was like, what's...
Yeah, so it's like...
What is this?
Kind of, I think, like historical, but I don't know enough about that.
Yeah, like a historical fantasy.
Yeah,
kind of feel.
Yes.
Like Poppy Wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why I keep like...
Got you. Because I was like, what? What's this plot? What's going on here? All right, cool.
Yeah, it's so hard for me to explain plots without feeling like I'm gonna spoil something.
Well, I love spoilers.
I know, but like...
I'll be like... And it's just crazy because, like, why did she have to die that way? Like, like, oh, that's a spoiler? My bad.
No, but you and I, we're like...
We love it.
We love it. But also, like, no spoilers. But also, you know what? I need to know it.
I know.
So...
Okay. Did you have any other books this
I have one more book.
Okay. Oh,
yeah! Look, Summerween.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd that sound like...
Mm-hmm.
It sounded weird in my...
Yeah.
Charmed!
Bro, I went to go add my little book, and I see Charmed. So
my mom and I had started rewatching the show.
Yeah.
Because it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have a couple of these that I thrifted. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let me just read the first one. And let me tell you, it's literally just the first episode, like, written down in a book form with a little extra sprinkled in. And it's so cheesy. Like, the little things that are sprinkled in, you're kind of like, that's so cringy.
Yeah.
And, like, even the script, though, because, like, this is the script. It's like, oh, man, the actresses really did, like...
Put some work in.
Because just reading it, I'm like, that's fucking cheesy as hell. Like, this show could have gone so bad.
Yeah.
But you know what?
No, they did so good.
They did so good.
And that was like my favorite show growing up, like as a kid.
So if you love
that,
if you love the show, it's worth a little read. Because I think the rest are like extra like stories. Like it's not really based off the show, but they were like
181. Only 181 pages.
Yeah, it's really short.
I mean, I knew it's like short and sweet, but like short and sweet.
Yeah. I think there's like 67 of these.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have like 4.
Are you gonna try to like search them all? But like, if you do have the chance, like
I think if I see them, I will.
Yeah.
But I don't think I need to read them in order because like I know the show so well.
Yeah.
So like, because the 4 I have are not like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
It's like random ones, but I'm just gonna read them.
Yeah.
Because they're just
you don't really need that whole like.
Yeah.
It doesn't follow.
I read it in like an hour.
Yeah.
So.
Cute.
But that's what I read. Oh, and Annihilation. I think I said I give it 3 stars.
See, isn't it trippy?
It was trippy.
You're like, what the fuck? But also like kind of confusing because like I listened to it too and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But also like, what's going on? But then like, what is going on?
I know.
It was good.
I want to see the movie because I'd never seen the movie.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever.
Brady has, and he thought it was good. So I'm like, okay.
But when I read it, I had no idea.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Until I was telling Brady about it, and he was like, yeah, there's a movie on that. And I was like, oh, okay.
You tell me.
It's like Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
But don't go back and read it. I mean, you only rated 3, so.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah, definitely like a one-off, because it's like, they are one-offs, but they're all in like the same...
Like universe.
Yeah, we're kind of about the same place, but it's not like a plot through the whole thing. It's just about, what is it, Location X or whatever?
Yeah.
But like the next one, we're like back in time. We were following this one spy guy, something about his daughter, that his daughter came back and she's a spy now, but maybe it's not his real daughter. Like, what is this for? Why are we here so long with it? How did you know that?
Okay.
So let's just run through real quick.
Just a little rapid superlative, like, thing we do. So that you know what we actually recommend and stuff. And
all right.
why.
So,
What's our first one?
Favorite book.
Favorite book of the month?
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, Daisy Jones and the Six. That was my highest rated one this month at 4.5 stars. Audio. Which, this is fucking surprising to me.
Yeah.
Not that, like, I wasn't expecting it to be bad, but
I didn't expect a 4.5.
Me neither. And for it to be the best book this month.
Yeah. The
Good
best
on you,
book
good
this
on you.
month, The Subtle Knife. 4.75.
No surprise.
Now let's go the opposite way. The least favorite book of the month.
Ooh.
What do we have?
I kind of had, like, multiple that were kind of the same.
Okay, but like, what do you feel like? I just really didn't. That one. That one. Wait, which one? What do you?
You know what? Like, actually...
Yeah. Thank you. There is one. You know, there's one.
Charmed. Look, I gave it 3 stars only because I was like...
It's Charmed.
It's Charmed. But, like, actually reading it was like... Like, if I knew nothing about this show...
Yeah, I was like,
I would
you
say
didn't
this
ever
is a
watch the show.
horrible book.
Yeah. So it's like for the nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
My least favorite was book 2 of the Murderbot series, Artificial Condition. Wait. Oh. No, it was the same. I'll say All Systems Red. The first one of Murderbot.
Okay.
I think I was just first getting into it. I'm like, I'm interested. A little funny. But it's like, I'm still trying to love, like, what's the vibe? What's the plot?
Yeah.
Where are we?
I get it.
But I mean, it was 3 stars, so I still thought it was good.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have the one you're still thinking about.
The one I'm still thinking about? I mean, honestly...
But...
Like, I think I'm still thinking about Witcher.
Yeah.
Because I still have more books to go.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'm just like, how do we get to the end?
Mm.
It's more of like that. Like, I'm just like, I have 2 more books.
Yeah. What?
This is book 3 of the, like, main storyline. So I'm like...
When does it pick up?
Yeah.
Because where are we going with this?
Exactly. So I'm like, I'm curious to, like, read the rest. But also, like, let's get it going.
Yeah.
So, I'm still thinking about this.
I'm still thinking about My Sister the Serial Killer.
Yeah.
I finished it today, though. So it's fresh in there.
Yeah.
But I just loved it all. All complex characters. Ooh. And also, like, the cycle continues.
It feels like a unique story, too.
Yeah.
But, like, just from what you've told me.
Yeah. So it's not too, like, boom, boom, boom. But the chapters are so short.
Right.
And it's all, like, kind of piecing together. But it's just interesting. Complex.
I love that.
Okay. The best plot twist.
Okay. For me,
Mm-hmm.
it's less that it was, like, a plot twist, but more of, like, I had no idea, like, where it was gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
And that was He Who Drowned the World.
Really?
Yeah. Because I was like, okay, like...
True, because, like, how are we wrapping this up?
Literally.
Yeah.
Because it felt like... I had, like, 10 minutes left. And I was like, how are we wrapping this up in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, like, it was interesting. It was not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, the whole book, I was, like, not expecting.
Interesting.
Because I didn't have any, like... I honestly didn't have any, like, guesses.
Yeah.
So... That one was like, I just didn't know what was coming.
Yeah. Huh. I'm gonna say, the Ersatz elevator. The Ersatz elevator. Because there's literally one part where I was like, a little gasp. I was like, what do you mean? So yeah. This one.
That's book 6?
Book 6, yes.
Okay.
All right. Best characters.
Oh.
The Subtle Knife.
Can that be my answer?
No. 10 out of 10.
You know what? I kind of want to say Murderbot. Just because of him.
He is. Like, that's, like, interesting.
I love him already.
Yeah.
But if I'm being, like, for real, I gotta say 39 Clues.
Ooh.
Just because I know the whole series.
Yeah.
And there's so many characters.
Yeah.
And they're all so, like, unique and fun.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, you gotta love it. You know what I mean? Like, you have an ex-KGB agent. You have an old inventor guy.
Yep.
You have 2 little snotty rich kids. Yep. You have a whole family that wears sweatsuits and are kind of dumb. Silly. But, like bulky, you know? Uh-huh. And then you have, like, the 2 main kids who are like, we gotta use our brains. And, like, with a funky babysitter. Like, it's just so fun. Yeah. So, you know, I'll say this.
Real thing?
Yeah.
Will? We finally get Will in this one?
Would you die for him?
Would die for him.
Yeah.
I would kill for him. And he would kill for me.
Yeah. If you were Lyra.
And then we get Lyra. And then we got,
what's his name?
Mr. Scoresby.
Yeah. Him.
We got, Joffrey, Joe Perry, Grumman, whatever you want to call him. And then we got,
Azriel.
We got Azriel. We gotta respect him. Mrs. Coulter.
Mrs. Coulter.
What's the bear?
Mother. Huh?
What's the bear? Yorick
Bernison.
Yeah. It's just like 10 out of 10 characters.
Yeah.
You hate this one, you love that one, you hate to love that one, but then you love this one, you ride or die for this one. This one, like, that's my dad for real.
Oh
like,
my God. Yes.
And in the book, let me just say, Yorick, that's her dad.
That's her dad.
That's her dad. Everyone was saying Mr. Scoresby was really...
But, like, also Mr. Scoresby.
I mean, like, also...
Like, they're dad.
They're her dads. But her dad, her father, is Yorick. And you really get that.
Yeah.
Okay. Best romance.
I didn't read, like, anything with a lot of romance. But I have to say Witcher, even though it wasn't heavy in this book, you gotta love Geralt and Yennefer. They're like, they hate each other, but they love each other.
Yeah.
And you're like,
we're toxic.
Yeah, but you're also like, I love you together. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like, when they're apart, you're like, get them together again.
Ow.
Because they're so funny together.
Yeah.
Because Yennefer's a fucking bitch, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, step on him, and he wants to be stepped on by her.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that. Me? Because, like, the only real options I got are Game of Thrones, and if y'all know the show, know the books. But can we really say that for real?
Because, like, low-key, the parents.
Alright. We gonna have to go, unless we want to go toxic and do My Sister's a Serial Killer. But even then, like, that's not really, like, she's a sociopath. So.
Yeah.
Just pick whichever. Like, I don't know. I guess. Most likely to recommend. Got it.
You say yours. You do yours or do yours.
The Murderbot Diaries.
Okay, I was gonna say that because I think it's so universally good that anyone would enjoy it. But recommend Daisy Jones and the Six audiobook.
Yeah. Because
I was just so shocked at how much I loved it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's for everyone.
Right.
Murderbot, though, is like...
That's a recommend.
Yeah,
you could
it's like both.
Everybody.
Both.
Yeah. I think that's the same. The Murderbot Diaries for, like, everybody. But it's the second one.
Still recommend
So, you know I'm very specific. But, like, Murderbot Diaries and then My Sister's a Serial Killer. That's not for everybody, but, like, that was good.
Still, like, low-key, yeah. Okay. And
then, you know what? Let's wrap it up. We're done with this month.
Right.
What are we looking forward to next month?
You know of me. So I have started Sabriel by Garth Nix, which, why didn't any of you guys tell me about this series? Because it's fucking amazing so far. So I'm, like, really trying to relish it. So I'm, like, trying to read it pretty slowly. And it's so good so far, guys. It's so good. Sabriel, Garth Nix. Pick it up, read it. High fantasy, necromancy. Like, it just hits all the marks.
Yeah.
main character, Sabriel, badass. But also, like, she's learning. And, like...
How old is she?
She's 18. 18.
I love that.
So a little bit older.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this book is marketed as YA.
I mean, 18?
I don't know, because, like, I was trying to kind of figure that out.
Yeah.
Because one of his other series that I have read is The Seventh Tower. And that's more of, like, a kid's book.
Yeah.
But Sabriel, I mean, this was written in 1995, I believe. And I don't think YA was, like, a real genre then. But I'm pretty sure it was, like, marketed more, like, for a younger audience, not for, like, adults.
Okay.
But I'm like, there's, like, so much death.
Yeah.
I'm like, because necromancy.
Right.
And it's, like, high fantasy.
Yeah.
I think, like, YA to, like, New Age.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's New Age.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that would be the age range.
Yeah, for sure.
But
okay.
That one for sure.
What am I excited for? Ooh, just got my little Libby notification for it. Right. Legendborn. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I'm real nervous.
It's got so much hype.
But I love a black girl. Her name's Bree. Spells it the same. I mean, look. We look alike.
Get your hair out.
But the one thing I don't like when it starts off like in an urban environment where it's like, this is real life, you know? And then it's like, and I discovered I'm actually a witcher. I have magic. Something about that starting with that real life, urban, get it away from me now.
Don't read this then. But look, we had both gotten this book because we've been wanting to read it.
Yeah.
And then we were like, I was like a couple months ago, like 2 months ago. We were like, you know what, let's finally pick it up and read it. And we both picked it up and we opened it and we're like, this
Are you
font? I need a magnifying glass for this font.
It's at like 0.5.
And it's already...
It's chunky.
Like, how many pages? Like...
And you're like, okay, maybe the...
500 pages.
What is it? The borders are like chunky? No, they're not, babe.
No, that's a full
edge to edge.
And so... We were like, no, we can't do it. We can't do it right now.
So I have to audio it.
But then we also listened to a little like snippet.
And it didn't sound that great.
Right.
So I'm going to try the audio.
Yeah.
If not, I'll try to read it. Because I know like once we get into it, it's supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
I know there's a love triangle, but like these are things I already know going in.
So you're prepared.
So I'm prepared. So it won't just give me the ick and I'll throw it across the room. So like, I already know these things. So I'm like, all right, cool. Just get past the urban. That's going to be a quick little thing. We're going to get into the magic. It's going to be sick. Love triangle. All right. Black girl. Getting some love. I don't know what else. So I'm hoping to God it's good. at least give me a good 3.75. Just give me at least that.
Because like people say they're like 5 stars.
I know.
So, and then once you listen to it, and if you say the audiobook is worth it, then I'll listen to it. But if you're like, no, then I don't know when I'll read it.
I know.
Because
it's small.
Yeah. I have a lot of books I want to read.
Yeah.
You know, like I was in a slump.
Yeah.
And I'm out of my slump.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to read books faster.
Same.
Which is good.
We should love that.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I guess you gotta wait for our July wrap-up video, which is gonna be coming out at the end of the month in July. Or beginning August. So check out that. Again, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button. Go follow us on TikTok and Instagram at the.tbr.podcast, where you'll see more of us.
Comment your favorite book of the month and least favorite book of the month.
We'll see you next week. Bye!